Hello everyone, today we are solving another LeetCode question, question number 101, symmetric tree. This question is somewhat similar to our last question where we have given two trees and we have to tell if these trees are identical or not. The difference in these questions comes from the part there is a single tree given. For example, this is a tree is given, you have to tell if it is symmetric or not. How you are going to tell the symmetric? First you put a line here and say if my left child is mirror of the right child. So the your logic that where we comparing the identical. So here it is again splitting into the two trees, and now instead of identical, you have to tell if these trees are mirror of each other or not. How we are going to do? Let's start with an example. So first initially, let's say we start with the base case, the simplest case. So let's say you have given a root and root points itself to the null. Is it symmetrical tree? Yes, it is symmetrical. Both the left and right child are equal because there are no left and right at all. So in this case, yes, we will say it is identical or symmetric. Symmetric, so you will return the true here in this case. Your second question where you have a root node and you have a single node and there are no child, these are pointing to the null. Now, are they identical or the symmetric? Yeah, both they are identical as well as the symmetric. How you are saying it is symmetric? Because your left child is exactly equal to your right child, or you say that it is the mirror of right child. So is it symmetric? Answer is true. Now if I take one and I have a child on one side, let's say I have value 2, but on another side I have value null. In this case, what should I return here? Okay, are they symmetric? So you create a line. Is this, are the two mirror of each other? Answer is no, so it will return the false. Now it is very intuitive, but let's say cover the case if you have just right child and this child is null. Are they symmetric? Answer is false. Otherwise you have given, let's say now this tree. Now what exactly you are going to do? You will say this is the root, then you take the left and you take this as the right pointer. Now you say, are they mirror of each other? If they returns the mirror, then your answer is correct. Now question is how my mirror function will work. So mirror function will, you will take L and the R are the two different pointers which are pointing to the left node and the right node. Here you are checking if your left is null and your right is equal to null. In that case, what you are exactly going to do? You say, okay, in this case, answer is true. But here in this case, your left and right are not null. Now, what exactly happens in the second case? Okay, so in this case, when I'm mentioning as a right and left, so these are actually pointing to this. This is right, this is actually left. And this is right, this is actually your left. Okay, so now the second case is both not null. Second case, if your left is equal to null and or r is equal to null. So this covers both the cases. If any of these is null, in this case we know that we return the false. So in this case answer false. But now the question is both are not null. What exactly I have to do? I have to compare these two values. So if both values are equal, then I could not return the true. I have to compare more things as well. But if I know these are not equal, if L dot value not equal to R dot value, in this case I return it as a false. Otherwise, what exactly I have to do here? I will compare if my left of this is equal to the right of this subtree. This is not here in the diagram, it is a single child, but it could be tree. Similarly, for this scenario, this right child of this is equal to left child of this. If these are the mirror, then answer should be written as the true. So I hope you understand the question. Let's write the implementation now. Hmm. So first we have what method I have to write? I have to write a method that is a public boolean is mirror. P not P, P not Q. If P is equal to null, and q is equal to equal to. In that case, we are returning true. Now the question is, if any one of these null, if p is equal to null or q is equal to null, we are returning false. If at this point of the time none of these nulls, but we have to compare the value. If not equal to q dot value, then we are returning false. Yeah, return is mirror, but exactly we have to compare here. So we have to compare p dot left child is mirror of q dot right, and is mirror p dot right q dot left. So this method gives us if the left and the child right are the mirror of each other. Now for the symmetric, what we have to do, if root itself is null. So here I will return true. Otherwise, I will compare is return is mirror p dot left. Okay, there's no p here, root dot left and root dot right. So this is the implementation. Let's try to run if it is passing the test cases. Okay, it has successfully passed the test cases. Now we will try to submit this. So that's it. Now I will come up with another question. So thanks for today. Thank you.